Hey guys, how are you? Another great video. If you have a mobile app and you need to market that app, you need to increase downloads, this is going to be a video for you because we do growth hacking for mobile app. And growth hacking means you figure out every possible way you can potentially market that thing. So it's not just marketing, it's like an extra level of marketing. You know, you're really being creative. And Esther's here and she's launching her app, and she's going to share some tips of what she did to, even market it before it launched and things she did. And of course, I'll try to add things that I did for my apps, which are the Problemio apps. You can check them out as well. So maybe, let's dive right in. What are some things you like, some cool things that excite you about growth hacking mobile apps?
So I think you start with the product, and in the product itself, you should have built-in virality where people will be encouraged to actually invite others. So every person that you gain, you're not gaining one person, but you're gaining 10, or whatever that number is that you figure out, right? So really when you're designing your product, to design that in, and then your product, if it's great, that should kick in and help you a lot. But other things that I personally, some tactics that I'm using is I like to make it really personal. Who are the people using my app? And why are they using it? And what are they doing? And some of the things, some of my users that I'm writing blog posts about, I'm doing featured videos on them about what are their dreams, what are they working towards, and just getting an idea of how they're using the app and why they're using it, and getting that out, because that shows people, other people like them who are using it and how they're making use of it. But I like featuring not only the users, but also, like in my app, I have a whole bunch of experts from all different areas, business experts and lean entrepreneurs and innovation experts and fitness experts. So I like to also feature them because they all have fascinating stories. And one of the funnest things for me as I built out this app was talking to all the experts, because they're just such interesting people. So I like to feature their stories and why they like the app, because they just loved the concept the minute they heard about it. And a lot of them had told me that so many other apps and so many other businesses are constantly approaching them to collaborate with them, and they say no to so many, and they said yes to this. And that was from just sending an email to them. And so I like to have that personal aspect of who people are and why are they using the app and what made them interested in the app. So what I do is I use that in different marketing things on the blog, but I also use it in videos, and I also use it in one of the tactics I'm going to be taking in the next couple of weeks is I'm going to be doing something called dreamscapes, where I'm going to take different people's dreams and create beautiful infographics out of them. So there's so many different tactics you can take, but part of what you do is you see what is doing well online and what kind of tactics work. And so I know videos do well, I know infographics do well. Is there any way I can incorporate that in my marketing, that I can give a different spin to it? And that helps build a lot of traffic online if you put out really great content that people can share with others.
Yeah, I really like that you you were mentioning how when you promoted others in your app and you gave them a space in your app, so it's not just about get my app, right? It's about who are the people using the app. It gets them excited, and once they're excited, they're far more ready to promote your app for you because they're excited. The app it's their app now. It's kind of like the app that promotes them, right? So if they promote the app, they're promoting themselves. So you want to give people kind of an incentive, and it's not like an incentive. They will be just happy to do it for you, to promote your app, because they're just naturally excited about it. And I think that's one important point that I wanted to really underline, because actually I need to do more of that in my apps. I have a thing coming up soon where this is going to happen, but I haven't been doing enough of that, and I think it's something I need to do. And I think if you guys have your apps, try to kind of promote people who are using them and try to establish the people who are using them as centerpieces, in some way, so that they will be so much more incentivized to promote your app, and you'll get that kind of social spread. Because I think statistics show that like the majority of app downloads for most apps come from the App Store, but the second download source is social sharing for most apps. So, and what Esther was just sharing is exactly how to explode your social sharing.
Yes.
So what's next? What's a good point to cover?
So, I think about your business model. I think your business model should be able to give people just a taste of what you're doing so they can try it out. You want people to just try things. If you think about retail stores, a lot of the ways that they do well is you can go in and just taste something, or like if you go into a lot of these cosmetic or soap kind of stores, they make you try it out, because when you try something, you're much more likely to use it. So the same thing, even though an app is something digital and virtual, you want people to have a taste of it. You want them to just try it. So the way to design the apps is really to think about that and to put that in, that they can try it, and then they can download it for free, and then you can have in-app purchases where they can upgrade to a premium model, or they can purchase different things in the app, because that way they already tried it.
Yeah, and freemium apps have an easier time ranking in free apps, which are freemium, have an easier time ranking in the app stores than paid apps. So right away you'll have an advantage in your marketing, and things will be much simpler for you. And I have a whole video, actually I have a few videos covering how prevalent freemium is, and I think the example you give is a really great one, because freemium, people think it's just a web-based business model. And if you guys don't know freemium, it's pretty much what Esther explained. It's where you get a mass of people to get something for free, and then a certain small percentage of those people are going to buy something. But the great part about it is that you get that mass of people and not your competitors, right? So you want that, and it's, it goes into how you price products and things like that. I have videos on that, but that's essentially it, and it can really work for any business. I mean, it's known as a web-based business model, but that store example is great, right? I mean, almost every business, unless they kind of reach capacity, people who can come in, they want people to just come in because they know some percentage of those people will buy. So the more people will come in, the more percentage will buy. And you can notice that in almost any business that either is on the web or that's like in your neighborhood.
Right.
So it's very prevalent and it's a very powerful concept. I really encourage you guys to find my other freemium videos, because I really explain how to get your business to whatever your business is to take advantage of the elements of the freemium model. Because your business doesn't have to be freemium, but there are some very powerful elements in it that I want you guys to at least think about how you can incorporate into your business.
Yes.
So that's freemium. Freemium. So make your app free and figure out a way for people to buy something or do something that earns you revenue inside the app. And in fact, there's some research that I think only 19 of the 20 top most grossing apps are freemium. And one app, so there's only one app that's paid is in the top 20 highest grossing, and that's forgot the name of the app. It's a game, and it's like Minecraft. It's Minecraft, okay. And it's an anomaly. Nobody can. I don't know why. So if you want to make money, right? Research points, and we suggest freemium. It actually tends to make more money in most cases. So freemium, the way to go.
Yeah. The other area I'd like to talk about is content, and this goes back to sharing things on the web. So for the most part, when I look at different content online, I think the inspirational kind of content does a lot better than other content that I've seen. So a lot of the things I think about when I'm working on my marketing campaigns is creating a lot of good content that's inspirational for people, because my goal is to make it as shareable as possible all over the web and essentially bring people back to the app, and people that I would never have exposure to. So using that kind of virality where people share things that they find interesting and letting that help you build your audience.
Yeah, I mean, I think I use content a lot in my apps. In content, it's great because people actually thirst for education often.
Yes.
People thirst for information. I mean, I have a kind of a case study from my apps. I have a business planning apps, and like most people they weren't sure how to write their business plan. So when I first made the app, it just had business planning features, and people were making all kinds of mistakes with their business plans. But once I added the tutorials for how to create every section of the business plan, people started really liking the app because they gained confidence and they really felt that they got value from the app, and then they actually created better business plans, which helped them start better businesses, and all that. Of course, they were more excited about the app, and then they shared it, and they gave better reviews and things like that. So I mean,
yes.
Content is actually, I use content a lot in my apps.
That's great.
It was actually one of the smartest things I did, probably. What's next on our list?
I think we're done with this one.
Well, I'll give you guys some other tips. I think that I've used. You have to make your website sort of rank in Google for different things, because from your website people can come to your app. Another thing you can do is create a YouTube channel, because YouTube is a very nice, gigantic platform. Another thing you can do is answer Quora questions on topics that are relevant for your app, stuff like that. What else? There's a lot of stuff people can do, right?
Yeah, it's all a matter of where you see you're going to get the most results from, and that does take a little bit of testing, but you can take a good guess based on what works out there, and then test it further. But obviously we all have small teams, we can't do everything, so you do have to kind of narrow down on the 2 or 3 top tactics. Yeah,
you have to really choose your platforms very carefully and make sure that the platforms on which you are advertising are going to be the right ones where your target audience already is. That's huge, right? Because if you're huge on some platform but it's not your target audience, I mean, it's going to be a little bit of a waste, right? So if you need help marketing your app or promoting your app, should people contact you with help with that stuff?
Yeah, you can Google Marketers Anonymous, and my email address is esther@mononymous.com, so you can just email me there.
Cool. And of course, people should check out your app and see how they like that. It's a Sociedot.
Sociedot, SOCIIDOT.
All right, guys, cool. And I'll have the links to that, and of course my apps. Check out my apps as well. And I'll have all the links to that in the description of this video. So please subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in our next video. Bye.